Good morning. Travis. Hello. Hi. What are you doing? Hey. You trying to get the remote? Reach! Do you want to go get a banana? Yeah? Yeah, let's go get a banana. He's eating his little banana. Watching TV. Oh, you see me? Ah, yummy. He wouldn't eat a normal banana, so we had to go get these little tiny baby bananas. He loves them. Yeah, you do. Yeah, can you watch your show? Mommy's gonna go make her breakfast and do makeup because it's Halloween. Yeah, he say Happy Halloween. We gave him broccoli yesterday, and I think that's what's making him so gassy. So probably not giving him broccoli anymore because he was up all night screaming his head off. Like nothing would calm it down. Grandma called for a little bit, and he relaxed for maybe 5 minutes at the most, and then he just started going crazy again. So yeah, but we're definitely putting him in the crib when we get it. Yeah, I know it makes me sad, but we can't handle him screaming anymore. Like, I know babies do it, and I'm really used to him because I've been the one that's been around him this whole time, and I know it takes a while for Justin to get used to it, but it's like it's insane. What are you doing? I think it's just because he misses people, and it kind of like makes me sad because he had no choice. We just kind of like took him from everyone, and that it kind of like I'm like getting all emotional. I try not to cry because I don't really want to do my makeup again, but we kind of just took him from everyone, and he's not really had a consistent life his whole life. Like, he was born, and literally the day he was born, we moved into a new apartment. So Justin went and moved all of our stuff into a brand new apartment while I was in the hospital. And then, so he didn't know about that, but it wasn't really like, when we brought him home, nothing really was in its place. So I was frazzled. And then when he was 3 months old, we moved in with my in-laws. So that was different. And then Daddy just disappeared. And then we went to go visit Justin a couple times during tech school. So he liked that, but he always kept disappearing. And then, anyways, this is a long clip, but what was I saying? Once Justin came back, he was like the happiest because he had Daddy, he had Mommy, he had Grandma, Grandpa, all Grandma, Grandpas, all cousins, all aunts and uncles, and he was so happy. And then that lasted maybe 2 weeks, and then we just moved to Germany. So He lost all of his family. The time changed, which is crazy. Like, I'm having trouble with it, so it's probably extremely difficult for him. And the plane ride was horrible because he was throwing up the entire flight. We had 2 flights. We flew from LAX to Baltimore, and that one was good. He did really good on that one. He slept most of the time. What are you doing? Yeah, is that funny? Don't pinch your tongue. So that one was good. He slept the whole time, and that flight was awesome for me as well, just because usually it's just me and Travis flying. Like when I would go to Texas, it was just me and him, and it was really boring. This one, I had Justin there, so we were able to sit there and talk and just catch up on things. We've been talking, so it's not like there was a lot to catch up on, but it was nice to have time to just be kind of forced to talk. And then we got to Baltimore and had a 3-hour layover. That was when I think Travis started to get grumpy. Like, there wasn't much to do. I kind of just let him crawl around the airport, but there were no kids there because we were in the terminal with a bunch of military members. So, what was nice was there were some people from Justin's tech school that were able to sit there and talk with us, but they didn't really play with Travis, which it's whatever. But that flight is the flight that kind of sucked because, first of all, it was delayed, and I don't remember why exactly, but it was delayed, so we were there for like an hour longer than we were supposed to be. And then once we got on the flight, they were trying to find some paperwork, but it got lost. And not for us, just for the flight, I guess. I don't know. So we sat there on the plane for about 45 minutes before we even took off. And that's when he started getting agitated because they made an announcement saying, "Oh, everyone needs to be in their seats. We're taking off." And then we never took off. So he was just getting pissed off sitting in his car seat, which he hates. And we were sitting still, so that was even worse. And then I was like, okay, well, here's some food. So I kept getting him distracted with the food. And I think that is what made him, he filled up way too much. Like, he had puffs. I had a bottle of formula that he had. He had one of those pouches of foods, you know, this, kind of like a Capri Sun, but it's baby food. And he just filled up on that. And then by the time we took off, we got up in the air. And I think we were over the ocean by that point, which doesn't take long from Baltimore. But it was probably about, I would say, an hour into the flight. What are you laughing at? Is that funny? Yeah, it wasn't funny. It was horrible. About an hour into the flight, he just started throwing up. Justin was passed out, and I looked over at Travis, and he started whining. He finally got to sleep, but he woke up and just barfed everywhere in his car seat. And I'm just like, I started crying because originally I never wanted to introduce formula. I was like, oh, I'm gonna breastfeed him this whole time because that's the research, that's what I wanted to do, and I figured that was the best option for him. And I thought it was because I gave him formula. I was like, oh, I'm such a horrible mom. I poisoned him. And I felt so bad. I know I didn't poison him, but I was like, oh, it probably isn't settling in his stomach very well. Even though he had formula before that, and he did fine. But I think it was just because I overfilled him. Yeah. But, so I thought, well, it was just that one puke. But no. We cleaned him up, and then he did it again, and again, and again, and it was getting all over me. I know this is gross, but he was just throwing up all over me. I got off of the plane completely covered in puke. Since we got here, he doesn't really want to eat baby food anymore, and I'm like extra thirsty because I'm breastfeeding him constantly now. And, yeah, but He'll eat the squeezy pouches now. And we got him some baby bananas and he's eating those. Yeah, and I think he's starting to feel better. He's just not used to the time change yet. Oh, there it goes. Trav'S. Go say hello.
Okay.
I'm the girliest boy sheep in the world.
Put it back. Put it back.
Oh. Do you want it again?
That's patient as hell.
Trav'S.
So decorations in the car.
No, far west. The first one. Avocado.
What are we doing? He's awake now. Yeah. Did you have a good nap? He's just smiling.
Is he?
Hello, baby. I don't think he's that awake yet. Good morning. He's doing his duck lips.
Yeah.
The whole family, you see?
Trav'S! Was that cool? Did you get some candy? You gonna stop looking so mad? The moon is creepy. Just to make him jump. You keep turning him away every time I get up in his face. I know. You gotta put your hat back on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Check out all that candy. We should get her basket so we can carry more candy. Did he drop it? No, he still got it. You still got it. Yeah, keep it on your head. Daddy doesn't want it. I'm sure Daddy does want it though. Do you want the beanie? I don't want it. He doesn't need my hair all over his beanie. They have no, maybe. This is gonna be a long video. Yay! Oh, good catch. He's like, where'd it go?
Here, hold it.
He's too focused on something. The toys. Oh!
Look at that, dude. Whoa.
Did you hold
You gotta
it?
grab it, dude.
Trav'S!
So great. Oh my gosh. Wait, I'll let the candy come to you. How about that? Hey, you guys.
37 degrees outside. Now we're going home because Justin's cold. I'm cold too, but I'm having more fun, so I don't care. Look, Trav'S! Say hello! Say hello, Trav'S!
Good night, everyone. It's been a long day. We're gonna have a longer day tomorrow, but we're moving into our house tomorrow, which is pretty cool. And we're gonna have a double mattress, which means that we're gonna have no room for anything.
You're so cute. Okay, say good night.
Say good night. Say good night.